Hey there, money lovers and haters. Ever get frustrated juggling currencies on vacation? Yeah, me too. Imagine a world with just one currency. No more exchanging dollars for euros or yen. Sounds wild, right? We're talking about a global currency, a super-duper money used by every single country. Picture paying for pizza in Paris with the same bills you use for tacos in Texas. That's the dream, folks. But like all things in life, it's not that simple. Think of the euro, the currency used by many European countries. It's a real-life example of a shared currency, showing us that it's possible. But it also highlights the challenges. So, buckle up. We're diving deep into the wild world of a single global currency. Get ready to explore the good, the bad, and the downright bizarre. Let's go. Alright, history buffs, let's rewind the clock before we fast forward to a global currency future. Shared currencies aren't new. Nope, not at all. In fact, they've been tried before. Remember the gold standard? Countries used to link their currencies to gold. This made trade smoother, kind of like a proto-global currency, but it also had issues, like limiting a country's control over its own money. Then came the euro in 1999, the big kahuna of shared currencies. It brought many European nations under one monetary umbrella. The euro showed that ditching national currencies for a shared one was possible, but it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. The eurozone faced challenges, like economic disparities between countries. This highlighted the need for careful planning and coordination if a global currency were ever to work. Learning from past attempts is key. It helps us understand the potential pitfalls and avoid repeating history's mistakes. Okay, now for the fun part. Let's imagine a world with one global currency. No more confusing exchange rates. Traveling just got a whole lot easier. Businesses could trade without worrying about fluctuating currencies. It would be like a giant, frictionless economic engine. Think about it. Global trade would boom. Businesses could easily buy and sell across borders without currency headaches. This means more competition, better prices, and a wider variety of goods for you and me. A single currency could also boost global cooperation. With everyone using the same money, countries might be more inclined to work together on global issues. It's like a financial hug for the whole world. But hold on. Before we get too excited, remember there are always two sides to every coin, and this metaphorical coin is about to get flipped. Section 4. A global currency's catch-22, the downsides. Okay, time for a reality check. While a single global currency sounds amazing on paper, it's not all sunshine and roses. In fact, it could create some pretty thorny problems. First up, economic independence. Countries wouldn't have control over their own monetary policy. That means no more adjusting interest rates to manage inflation or boost their economies. It's like giving up control of your own thermostat. Then there's the risk of global economic shocks. If one part of the world experiences a downturn, it could ripple through the entire global economy. Imagine a financial tsunami hitting every country at once. And let's not forget the potential for political chaos. Deciding who gets to control and manage a global currency is a recipe for international power struggles. It's like trying to get a room full of toddlers to share a toy. Yeah, not pretty. But don't worry, we're not done yet. There's more to unpack in this global currency conundrum. Section 5. The money roller coaster, inflation, interest, and debt. Hold on to your hats, folks, because this is where things get really interesting. A global currency would throw inflation, interest rates, and national debt for a loop. Imagine this. One global interest rate set by a central authority. Sounds simple, right? But it could leave some countries stuck with rates that don't work for them, leading to economic mayhem. And then there's inflation, the silent wealth destroyer. A global currency could mean global inflation, making it harder for people to afford basic necessities. Imagine your morning coffee costing $20. National debt would also get a makeover. How would countries borrow and manage debt in a single currency system? It's a question that would keep economists up at night, as if they weren't already. Yeah, this whole scenario is a recipe for economic whiplash. But hey, at least it wouldn't be boring. Section 6. Who's calling the shots? Power shifts in a single currency world. Let's talk power dynamics, baby. Because in a world with one currency, the balance of power would definitely shift. Some players would come out on top, while others would be left in the dust. Think about it. Who gets to control this global currency? Who sets the interest rates? These are million-dollar, or should I say global dollar, questions. Powerful economies like the US and China would likely try to exert their influence. Smaller countries might find themselves with less say, their economic fates tied to the decisions of a global authority. It's like a high-stakes poker game, with countries betting their economic futures on the success, or failure, of a global currency. The stakes have never been higher. Section 7. What's in it for you? How a global currency impacts everyone. Okay, enough about the big picture stuff. Let's bring it down to earth. How would a global currency affect everyday folks like you and me? Well, get ready for a mixed bag of potential impacts. On the plus side, remember those easier vacations we talked about? No more exchanging money at the airport. Plus, global trade could mean lower prices for consumers. Think cheaper shoes and gadgets. But here's the catch. Job markets could be affected as companies adjust to a globalized economy. And remember that inflation thing? Yeah, it could make everything more expensive, putting a strain on your wallet. For investors, a global currency could create new opportunities but also new risks. It's a whole new world of financial uncertainty. So there you have it, folks. A single global currency. A tempting idea with the potential to change the world, but not without its fair share of challenges and uncertainties. Would it be a utopia, or a recipe for disaster? Only time will tell.